Hello everyone, I'm Kennedy.
And I'm Vasilis.
We run Changemaker Z, a student-run initiative that aims to empower, educate, and connect Gen Zers interested in entrepreneurship.
We interview teenagers with impactful projects and create resources to help you change the world. If they can do it, so can you.
On this podcast, we discuss the logistics of creating different types of projects with Gen Zers who have already done it. We will leave our social media and website information in the description. You know what the world needs right now? More male businesses. Said no one ever. Did you know that 88% of all women-owned businesses generate less than $100K yearly? Only 4.2% of women hit $1 million in annual revenue. Well, Cubicle to CEO is a media company elevating the financial footprint of women entrepreneurs through their award-winning podcasts, digital programs, and events. They are making mentorship more accessible to all women. Personally, listening to other entrepreneurs and changemakers has been a huge motivator in my life. That's part of the reason I joined Gen Zers to Rise. No, it's not just because I like to talk. Cubicle to CEO, hosted by Ellen Yin, is a weekly show bringing you case study interviews with leading entrepreneurs and CEOs so you can borrow a specific new revenue growth strategy from each guest that has already been successfully implemented into their own business. You'll love Ellen's transparent quarterly income report episodes, where she shares exactly what her media company makes, spends, and profits every 90 days. Want to use the best income growth strategies from top entrepreneurs and CEOs, including Ellen herself? You can binge listen to past income reports on Cubicle to CEO today, plus receive free access to your first 10K month roadmap and a bonus workbook by going to our special link. I got y'all. It's zen.ai/GenZCEO. That's zen.ai/GenZCEO. See you there. Hello, listeners. Today we are joined with Srijanita Maurya, founder of the petrichor organization and the animal patronage. She's also a TEDx speaker and winner of many awards, such as the Indian Diva Award in the Entrepreneur and Social Work category and the Child Prodigy Award. Welcome, Srijanita.
Hi, Kennedy.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. We always like to ask, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from?
Okay, sure. I'm Srijanita Maurya. My name is Srijanita Maurya. I'm 17 years old, a high school sophomore from India, basically based in Uttar Pradesh state. So currently I'm doing the high school, which I mentioned before, and the founder of two youth organizations, which is the petrichor organization, which is working for the leadership development. And second is going to be my animal patronage, which is an youth-led organization working for the animals for saving them from being extinct. We are starting some awareness programs and leading that. We are doing webinars, having podcasts, etc. I'm also a YouTuber by think. I got many international and national awards like Indian Diva Award, Child Prodigy, and Global Kids Achievers Award. I'm also a TEDx speaker. This 25th May only, I gave my first TEDx in IIT Chennai.
That's so amazing. So I'd like to know, you speak many languages. How many languages do you speak and what are they?
I speak Hindi, I speak Sanskrit, I speak English, and some you can tell about French. I know only few words, not a brilliant speaker.
I'm almost bilingual in Spanish, but with English and Spanish, but I'm still working on it. I hope to learn multiple different languages, but we'll see. So guys, if you didn't know, today's episode is going to be more of a hybrid episode. So it's going to be more a conversation plus learning a little bit more about her organization. So what inspired you to start the animal patronage?
I have been working for the animals from the past 8 years with my mom in my local area. I have rescued more than 30 dogs and the cats in my area. But during the COVID-19 era, we were whole lockdown in our houses. We were truly locked in our houses, where I felt like the animals outside are not getting the proper awareness, like proper food to eat, water. Therefore, I should start something for them so that everyone can start working. Making me only work for them is not enough to care for them, but I want everyone in this whole world to work for them. Therefore, I started my organization, which is the Animal Patronage, and there we post the posters, how we can help, what are the things should be stopped, like poaching, animal testing, these all things should be stopped. We conduct webinars, have talked with different people on our podcast channels, like how they are working, what they are doing, what other youth can do to save them out.
Well, I'd like to bring it to our first conversation topic then. Do you think everyone should go vegan? And we can both answer.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
yeah,
why? No hesitation.
Yeah, I probably think everyone should go vegan, because going vegan is not a problem. Anything going vegan is properly a good thing. Eating going vegetarian is something very good to all the natures and saving the earth. Firstly, I want to tell about the one quote told by John Goodall, Dr. John Goodall, one of my favorite animal protector activists.
You worked with
She
Chip,
told that,
right?
Yeah, I liked him also, but Jane Goodall is going to be my favorite one. She told that animals are the first to land on the earth, and we human beings have no rights to study them or to kill them, eat them, poach them, or test them. We are not allowed to do so. Therefore, going veganism is something I very preferred, and I tell all the youths or all the leaders in the world to go take the thing to go vegan and start doing the things for going the vegan.
So I'm guessing you're vegan, right? And how long have you been vegan then?
From childhood, I have been vegan.
Oh wow!
I have never tested from childhood, I am vegan.
Okay, that's really interesting. So my opinion, I feel like maybe I understand what you're saying, but like maybe it might not fit everyone's diet. Like not diet, but like some people might have certain health issues where they need certain animal proteins. But I feel like if we strive to cut as much meat out as possible, then that's a really good step about going vegan. I don't know if it's for everyone, but
it's so. I don't think so. Means like if I mention like some scientific reason, like I will say, few people say if we will go vegan, we will not eating the meats. Meat are good source of proteins. If we will not eat, how we will develop stabilities and how we'll get the good stamina. Like take different things in the place of that. Take pulses, take different lentils, take soya beans in place of that. There are many options living meats.
Yeah.
So it's neither to say that if we are going vegan, we will getting the problems or things. It's okay. When we are vegan, it's the best thing for the nature and for us also. No problem is there.
All right. Everybody, I think because I personally think that everybody should, try to eat less meat, and I've watched different documentaries and stuff, but so our next question is, so you mentioned you recently gave a TED Talk. I'd love to know about that experience and, how do you prepare for that event?
Oh, my TEDx talk, it was a great experience. Means I have no word to express out how lucky and excited I was for that. I applied for it in the March month, and till May 15th, I didn't get any result, was not there. Like my heart was fully down that I am not going to be selected in such a high position for that. But suddenly a day on, I think on 17th of May, I got a result was there. Like, congratulations, you have been selected as the TED speaker, and I don't have anything to express it out. I just told to my mom, and she was totally happy very much. And I got to know after that my preparation started. The topic was on celebrating the diversity of womanhood. And there I need to mention out how I am related to that Because being an entrepreneur, being an activist, being a youth activist, how I feel of that moment, like I'm in the period where I'm feeling out of a teenage girl also feeling, and not taken a feeling of a woman also. And mentioning that in my TEDx talk was something very important for me. I was given a time of merely 10 to 12 minutes. My speech was based on that. And speaking to 100 people, like I was shivering it first time when I got to the stage. It was a fantastic moment for me.
I couldn't imagine. Oh my gosh, it's such a big deal. Congratulations. And you are the recipient of numerous awards. We kind of talked about it. The founder of 2 organizations, and you have been named a child prodigy. You know, it's clear that you are driven and hardworking. You know, where do you think this work ethic comes from?
So it comes from basically because of my mom. She is the real inspiration, which she told me. From the childhood, I have been an average child. I was a child who was always told that you are not good at academics. I was average child, means getting 80% to 85%, 90% sometimes. And after that, during the COVID era, when we were locked, I thought of taking out my potential to do something, where I was connected to the social media. And just there, I started working a lot on these things. I started doing these things. I got into the STEM media. I doing research fields. I got into many research. One of my research paper was published on the liquid biopsy, a boon to the cancer patients. And after that, I did many things. Because of what I got the child prodigy. Basically, I got the child prodigy because of my entrepreneurship journey.
Okay. I can't believe, you said what, when people were telling you were below average, and now look at you, that's crazy. I cannot believe that. All right, and to our next conversation topic. Zoos and aquariums should be abolished. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I would say yes.
Yeah,
I haven't
zoos
been
and
to in years.
Zoos and the aquarium should be abolished out. Try making the natural diversity there. Try making natural heritage, like keep biodiversity platforms. Try making a forest, artificial forest in place of zoos. Keeping cages, locking the animals for the 2 years. Just for example, I'm telling, for the 2 years we were closed in the houses, and our situation were that when we came out, we were like, oh my god, we are free. So think of the same condition with the dogs, cats, lions, and the elephants who are keeping the cages, how they felt out.
Yeah.
Think of that, then you will understand. Yeah, you will understand what's their condition. Of a dolphin, she used to swim in the big seas, vast oceans, and suddenly you captured her, put in the small aquarium of 2 to 3 acre, and telling that it's a good place for her, just for the excitement we are using her, entertainment purpose we are using her. That's not the good thing. Keep at your thing, keep yourself in their places, then you will understand what the real problem is.
Yeah, I completely agree. I refuse to go to a zoo or aquarium. It just never sat right with me. Like, I don't care. What they do is they try to tell you that, sometimes like the animals can live longer in our care or whatever. It's good for them. It can't be good for them. Their nature is to be swimming for miles and miles in the sea, or be out running in the forest or whatever. No cage, whatever, how big or how dressed up. I just feel like there's other ways. If you want to see animals, maybe go on a ship, or like, even obviously not everybody can do that, or like go to a safari or something, or freaking watch Animal Planet. I don't know, but I don't think that we should.
Yeah, that's a good just if you want to see, go to small forest area, get to small area, you will see everything there. Yeah. Why do you want to keep that small animals in the zoos and just capture them out?
Yeah. And I feel like even if there's not like a good alternative, like, okay, so you never get to see a lion in person, that's like, okay, that's too bad, I still don't think it's a reason to keep them captive. But
yeah.
So you also create podcasts and YouTube content. Do you prefer making podcasts or YouTube videos?
I prefer both. Like podcast is basically related for the interview purposes. On our podcast platform, we interview the people like young environmentalists or young animal welfare workers who are doing different things in the SDG goals or doing different for environment thing. While on the YouTube, I started because many people like how I got to this field or how I got my first TEDx or these things. For that I used to make YouTube. I am not very frequent, but podcast every Sunday we used to release one podcast.
Okay. So we've been kind of focused a lot on, your animal activism, animal questions, but I'd love to hear a little bit more about the petrichor organization and what you're doing with that.
So petrichor was started with my feeling. Firstly, I want to clear that I belong to area which was very small. Like you can't see my state or you can't see my district where I live on the map. It's such a teeny place, Mau district. And belonging to that area, education is like negligible. People don't know what is MUN platforms, what are the different ways to study abroad, or how we can go to different sectors with good markings. And for all this, I felt like students like me who have the potential but do not know about these things, I should start some layer platform where I would be telling them how you can get into different internship like things, how they can get different scholarship or the fellowships, how they can get the different types of MUN platform, and therefore I started the petrichor organization.
Okay, so you're helping students, and guys, you're only 16 yourself, but you're helping get internships. I was not thinking about internships when I was 16, but it's good to start early. Have you done any? Yeah, you've done internships before with like Pure Ed and whatnot. So yeah, it's good to start early. Because I feel like usually people don't start thinking about it until college. At least I didn't. But now another conversation topic is exotic pets are okay if you can properly care for them. Have you ever seen those videos? Like someone has like a lion in their, not even a lion. What have I seen? I have seen big people with big cats before, but those exotic pets, I don't know.
No, I will not support these things. I have seen people keeping the python in their houses, and after 5 years, there would be a news headlines like the python has eaten that person.
Oh my God.
What's the matter of keeping that? Just keep them at the place where they are okay. Don't keep it at the homes. If you want to keep the pets at the home, just keep small dogs and the cats. That are enough. But keeping a lion, keeping python, crocodiles at the homes are not matter.
There was like someone who raised a chimp in their home, and then sadly, like you said, years later, the chimp got aggressive because male chimps are very aggressive and strong, and to like rip this woman's face off. Yeah, it was so bad. But yeah, it's kind of like, what do you expect raising a wild animal in your house? Like, why are we keeping cheetahs? Like,
yeah. At the mine area, I have seen the news. Is like one of the current news I have read. Like there was a man who kept the small lion cubs. The reason behind that was there because that lion cub's mother has died during the time of giving birth, and that man kept that cubs for some time, for few months. After the lions grown up, he just gave to the forest department. That's a good thing. You can keep a small cub, you can care for him or her. But keeping like exotic animals, such a large animals in your houses, and after that one day news comes, the person died who kept a python as a pet animal.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
You're right, because I feel like people, they're cute when they're younger. They're manageable somewhat. But then when they grow up, they're like, and then it's like they've been domesticated. You can't really like put them back out into the wild, but like they're still a wild animal. So it's just a mess overall.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd love to know what you're working on, anything exciting coming up with animal patronage or the petrichor. I don't know why I'm saying that wrong. The petrichor. Yeah, petrichor. organization?
Yeah, something new coming from the animal patronage. Yes, animal patronage is going to have some new webinars with some of the universities and the colleges. Professors discussing how we can protect the animals from being poached or stopping the animal testing. We are also coming up with the different posters, like having different persons in our podcast platforms also, and different posters for giving the reasons why should we stop doing these things, and what are the tips for the youth to stopping all these things in their area with the small steps.
Yeah, that's exciting. About the animal testing, I feel like people don't realize how bad it actually is. Like, I know this was a joke, but on TikTok, someone was like, I thought animal testing was like them like putting makeup on rabbits. No.
Yeah.
It's very, like, can you talk about like some of the realities of animal testing just for your makeup products?
Animal testing on the makeup products. I have seen like people wearing the animal furs, and after that they're thinking of that's very expensive, taking the crocodile fur as their one of the first brand and thinking of that's very expensive thing. That's not expensive, my dear. It's showing the reality that you have no mercy for those cute animals, that lonely animals who don't have the words to speak out for their rights, and you just do testing on them, put the foundations, mascaras all over them just to try is there any allergy or not. Better you do. I have researched with my organization that in place of animal testing you can use the silicone testing method. That is more helpful for you. It is 60% helpful for the humans for testing, but they're using animals as the thing. That's not a good thing, I think.
No, it's not, and it's not worth it. I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, it definitely someone like who made it crocodile skin and these real furs like such a status thing. When I don't understand why we have to use that when we can make faux fur and stuff like that. It's just kind of gross.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, that is an end to today's episode. I want to thank Sri for coming on and talking with us about her organizations and giving a little insight what she thinks on these conversation topics. You can find Sri on Spotify, Instagram, LinkedIn. Her podcast name is We Speak for Change through the Animal Patronage. Make sure to check that out every Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Every Sunday with a new episode. We're going to have the rest of her social medias linked in the description. But until then, guys, keep changing the world. Bye. Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. We had such a great time. Make sure to leave us a review. If you want more Changemakers content, you can follow us on Instagram at Gen's Ears to Rise and on Facebook at ChangemakersZ.